Oh, there it is right there. It worked.
What did that do working on? What are you working on, Jim? Well, I gotta check audio because you're not responding. Check audio because you're not responding.
I cannot hear you.
Okay, sounds like there's a living person behind there somewhere. No? What's with the music? Well, why are you playing music in a Hangout? Hello? You shouldn't be playing music in a Hangout. I would prefer it if you didn't play music in a Hangout. I really would. Are you going to respond at all to my request? So, Jim. Well, I don't get it. Jim. Let me see if everybody else is hearing. Jim's not hearing me. Well, I don't get it. Jim. Let me see if everybody else is hearing. Jim's not hearing me. Okay, well, obviously it's just Jim. So what's happening, it seems, is that Jim has got some music playing, and he's joined the Hangout with music playing. I mean, what? With music playing. So now I've got to figure out what to do about that. Firstly, let's see if I'm, oh yeah, there I am. Hi everybody.
Ain't got no place left to go.
Hey Jim, can you hear me at all? Jim, can you hear me? Holy shit.
Cancel.
Oh, no wonder. Jim, can you hear me? And if not, tell me why not. Okay, Jim, I'm going to see if you're listening to the live stream. That's the only way I'm going to be able to talk to you. So I'm going to switch on the live stream and get some echo and whatever it brings. The live stream, that's the only way I'm going to be able to talk to you. So I'm going to switch on the live stream and get some echo and whatever it brings. The live stream, that's the only way I'm going to be able to talk to you. So I'm going to switch on the live stream and get some echo and whatever. The live stream. Wow. I'm gonna have to mute you, my man. There you go. Now, Jim, can you hear me? No. Let me see if I can refresh this baby. Oops. I don't think that's a good one. That's a better one. I've just refreshed my microphone here. Can you hear me? Oh, wow. Try back to this schnibble. Paging Christian Hillbilly, paging Christian Hillbilly. Boy, this is weird. Okay, let me introduce you to what the hell I'm doing here. I'm trying to figure out why this is happening. There we go. So what's happening is, where is it? Oh, there it is. So this dude here, Jimmy Hillbilly, he is sitting there in the Hangout, listening to music and grooving, as if like he's got some kind of entitlement to do that, which he doesn't. And not only does he not have entitlement to do that, he should know that what he is doing by playing music in a live Hangout is verboten, yeah? Yeah. So, here we go. Let's introduce you to the scene. I'll just fade it in real slow. Now, you see? What you got is Hillbilly about there. Oh, I can't see him. He's sitting there, but he's just kind of, there he is. See, there he goes. All right, that's Hillbilly, Christian Hillbilly. Now, Christian Hillbilly is an enlightened fellow because he goes his own way. Here he comes into a Hangout live, thank you, playing music, just blaring it out there as if it's not gonna get a copyright, it's not gonna get flagged. You're trying to boycott me? You're trying to what are you trying to do? What's the right word? What's the word? Entrap me. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to entrap me, right? Christian Hillbilly? Am I right? If you're talking, you're muted, so that because I can't have the music playing, I refuse. And I don't know if anybody else can hear me. Can anybody in the if there's anybody in the outside in the YouTube chat, can you just let me know if you can hear me, or am I losing it? Oh, so how's that for? How's that for old Joe? Any better? Yeah, I'm trying to. Sorry about the audio, but I can't get it figured out unless somebody gives me a heads up here. How's the audio? Oh, if I need to turn the audio up. Just let me know. Anybody? Let me just check to see if there's anybody in there. First. Well, So, what I was listening to before was Bob's Hangout. They were talking about Rob Beasley, then they were talking about Down Corner, and I was trying to get in there, and I asked Bob for a link. But Bob didn't give me one. So, I kind of just opened this one to follow along with Bob and kind of get in a hangout, and this is my hangout. So that is just what you're seeing right there is just eye candy for the women, and I'll just let you women, especially the younger ones there, I'm sure, who are fascinated by this hunk of manly man. Get your eyeful now. Get it as much as you can. Now, get it as much as you can. Okay, well, I don't know why Christian Hillbilly is pretending not to hear me, but I'm pretty sure he can. Right, to get back to the, what I wanted was to get old, let's see if he's still even recording. Oh, yes, he is. He's got a Bulldog in there. So, this is what I was listening to before.
Free man of the year.
Yeah.
Hey, Bulldog.
Oh, yes, he is. He's got a Bulldog.
Bulldog.
So, this is what I was listening to.
Yeah.
Free man
What's
of the year.
going on? Yeah.
Well,
Have you up with fucking Amy yet or not?
Nah.
So,
Yeah. She's fucking really pissed off, isn't she?
Free man
What's
of the year.
going on?
Yeah, fuck her the job. But
I think she's Amy yet or not? Fuck.
nah, it's just a dumb job.
Yeah. She's fucking.
Hey, listen, Vlad's all proper pally with Dan and what's his face?
let's bring him in.
Rob, innit?
Somehow.
Yeah.
He's all defending him and that.
Yeah. Every time he goes fucking mental, right?
Oh, see,
He starts defending him. He's like that.
You went mental. You was more mental than Rob was. But listen, I got the help I needed, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
People
what
are like that. People go mental.
yeah, it happens, doesn't it, man?
That's why that band came out, Mental as Anything.
What, there's a band called Mental as Anything?
Yeah.
What, you've heard of them, Lee? Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Bring them in.
That's what made them famous, because they started going fucking mental. Yeah, that's right, Bulldog. Yeah. There's Vlad now. He's feeling better now. Hey, Vlad.
Who is? What?
How's your new girlfriend going?
I don't know. How's fucking your little phone calls going every day?
I love it. I fucking absolutely fucking love it. I tell you what, I'm gonna have a few drinks tonight and pay tribute to fucking Alexander Graham Bell for inventing the phone.
Yeah, I'm going to join you in that tribute.
For me. He invented the phone for fucking me.
Of course you are, Bob. You better ring up Beasley too, right?
Yeah, let's ring them all.
I ring every cunt up. I like to wish everyone a fucking happy new year.
Yeah, but I like to
ring
see
them all
you,
up.
but everyone's else is out of order, right, Bob? But you're not.
Nah, I'm
Okay,
not.
Go ahead, Bob. No, that's right.
But I ain't rung no one. Who have I rung?
I'm just looking at
You
some
better
interesting
start fucking
videos
ringing some cunts.
from when you were having your episode, Bob. They're quite interesting, mate.
Can you post a link?
Quite interesting.
Can you post the links?
No, there's a few videos of you out there like that.
Go on, post the links.
No. I'll post the links, all right? Don't worry about that.
All right, sweet,
I'll do a
mate.
few things, all right?
I'm gonna be ringing up fucking every cunt.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I could I wish I could ring up everybody all at the same time.
Hang on a minute, Vlad. Didn't you go and stalk Rob outside his house?
Yep.
What was that about then?
That's called fucking stalking.
Yeah, man. I never behaved like that.
No, you never behave like that.
No, I never stalked anyone, mate.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you have.
Well, the reason I'm actually
I'd like to go
doing
to
this
everybody outside their house.
is because I can't get into it.
What gave you the urge to go to his house though? Like, what a liberty!
I don't know.
Liberty.
Well, I don't know. What gets through your mind to go take fucking hard amounts of fucking amphetamines and MDMA, and then sit here and lie and say I had a psychotic episode on its own?
I haven't took amphetamine.
Sleep
I haven't took an ecstasy pill
Hey,
in about
listen,
10 years, mate.
do you know which other fucking? Oh yeah. Do you know fucking who else said the same fucking thing?
Oh.
And it's just interesting the parallels. I just keep you fucking burying yourself.
Do you know about logical fallacies, Vlad?
Logical fucking fallacies.
Do you know what a logical fallacy is?
When you ask
Do you
a
understand
question
what
like
logical
that, you don't
fallacy
have a
is?
clue.
Yeah, I know exactly what it is. You've just
What's a
explained.
logical one?
It's called begging the question, the fallacy of assuming when trying to prove something. Now, you're sitting there saying, oh, yeah, I took amphetamines and all that. That begs the question, did I take amphetamines during my psychotic episode? And I hadn't. All I had was cannabis.
No, yep.
It's a logical fallacy you've just displayed there. Be a bit careful when you debate. So I'm a bit shit out on all this.
Oh, you did. Oh, you did. It's funny, you know what, Bob? It's not what you said at the time, but anyway.
Well, so can you back up what you're saying?
No, you said you fucking took a whole bunch of pills, mate. You know, pills.
Oh, did I? Right, that's the first time.
But then again,
so can you back that up? Otherwise, that's another logical fallacy. You just flat out lying.
No, that's what you said in a hangout.
Show us.
Hey, oh, we'll have to go look for it if I could be fucked, but you did.
You just said you was listening to it. So post the link.
Just I haven't got it in front of me doesn't mean you didn't say it, does it? That's a logical fallacy right now, isn't it?
I know I didn't say it.
No,
You're
that's a
making
logical fallacy. So that begs the question.
Like your mate who works at NASA.
Did he actually say it or didn't he say it?
No, I know for a fact I didn't say it. You're the one saying I said it, and I didn't say it. And you can't prove I said it either. So it just makes you out to look a liar.
She said.
And that's what you do, Vlad. That's what I've been saying all night in this hangout. That's
what you do.
I didn't say it. Like when you say, oh, yeah, I've got this mate who works at NASA. Makes you out to look a liar. Yeah, all right, Vlad, whatever, mate. You know what I mean? When we talk about, I can remember talking about like the Mars rover or something to Patrick, and that's what you said. Oh yeah, well I've got this mate who works at NASA, and you even confirmed it earlier when I put that to you, and you said, yeah, well I've got a mate who works at NASA. You're just talking absolute bollocks, mate. You know what I mean? We're not some girls on here that you're trying to chat up. You know what I mean? We're just talking normally. Stop talking bollocks.
I don't know anybody who works at NASA.
I don't know anyone who works at BT, like, do you know what I mean? Let alone NASA. Like, he's just talking shit. Pathetic. It's embarrassing to watch.
Yes, it is.
Cringes me out, man.
I don't know who works at Virgin Media.
There you go.
What's Virgin Media got to do with anything?
See ya.
Listen to that cackle.
Don't see ya, don't want to be ya.
Right,
Laters, alligators.
I'm just going to fade out a little bit, but I'm here.
Yeah, I like making phone calls, Pops. Right, that's what they invented the phone.
Up Tom, see what he's up to.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I like to find out what Tom's up to. You want to find out what Tom's up to? He's up to no good, for all I know. Phantom Tom Prophet says he's put it in the hands of the people, you know, the telecommunications people, so it's out of his hands now, which is good because it never was in his fucking communications people, so it's out of his hands now, which is good because it never was in his fucking communications people,
Bulldog,
so it's
where's
out
your
of his
girlfriend?
hands now. I'm not one, which is good because I only fuck sluts. Sluts.
Nah, you don't. You can't get a slut, bro.
Sluts.
You know that.
Sluts. Ring it. You ring them up and they come round your house.
Yeah, that's right.
I love sluts. Not all of them. Some of them are fucking no good.
So people in real life don't want to be around you, don't they? Especially women. Mm. Interesting.
The mobile number you have called is currently unavailable. Please try again later.
Dude, you don't need to keep fucking ringing people, man. That's not fucking cool, yeah?
Is that like continuous ringing I hear, or is it my head? Fuck. This is not normal, yeah? The fuck?
Right, he just sniped Bulldog the knob.
What a fucking idiot. Look at all this fucking sniping, man. It's fucking...
I know, it does your head in, doesn't it, man?
Yeah. It's...
Sniping.
Oh,
You can't have that, man. Hey, Christian, sniping not good, right? Sniping bad.
hey, welcome back, Bulldog.
Who booted me?
Vlad did.
Fucking bastard. Did you boot him?
Yeah, he's gone.
I am, Barabadine, I am actually following Bob's Hangout, because I was watching it for a while and I wanted to join, but when I sent him a message asking for the link, I just never replied, I couldn't find it, whatever, so I thought I'll just open up a Hangout. I still watch their Hangout, open up a Hangout, and have another option for other people to come and join this one. And if enough people do, then we don't have to watch the other one. I'm just watching it because I was, and I still am. So I'm going to continue watching it.
Well, these people always buy like at least half a dozen flavors.
Yeah.
The last one I got like strawberry, raspberry, toffee flavors, all sorts of fucking flavors.
Wow. Yeah. No. That's the way to do it.
Okay, I'm just gonna start doing a few little tests with my microphone. All right, so if you don't hear shit, you just don't hear shit.
Are you watching a Bulldog Hangout?
And sometimes, like what I found,
Yeah.
like let's say you got 4 or 5 different vanilla flavors, from or vanilla flavors from 4 or 5 different companies.
I'm watching Mike Hunt's
They're all
live
different.
Hangout, the one that Bulldog's in right now. And
I just destroyed Mike. Mr. Mike. Yeah, the one where he sits there and knocks other people for being sick when he's been sick himself. Yeah,
yeah.
That's a good argument.
The one where you pretty much kind of what do you call them? Back slammed him, body slammed him about Rob.
Right.
Why are they talking about Rob anyway?
Because they got no life. They're all mentally ill, talking about someone else who's mentally ill.
And then they were talking about Down.
Yeah, because they can't. He just wants to be somebody. In order for to do it, they have to put other people down.
No, we don't have to listen to
Instead of just fucking doing something, the lazy cunt, on his own, he wants it to be known for fucking hating other people. You're not going to get famous because of that.
Right.
Hang on, give me a sec. I can ring my name. Hang on.
Okay. Well, that might give me a chance to bring the Hangout in, huh? Why not? Why not? Yeah. Just give me a moment while I set it up. Because I was skipping this Hangout in now. There's one. There's two. Oh, I've already got that one in. Silly me. Oh, it doesn't really matter, I guess. Let's see how we can set this up. I'll put my Hangout up there, like that. Let's see. Reactivate audio. And listen to nothing. I listen to nothing. Why have they stopped talking? Why don't I get? I don't understand that. How can I like that? I'm getting dog chuckles. Because I think it's fake dog chuckles.
Get that bitch Amy in.
But
Oh yeah. He's gonna be fucking screaming mad.
Sugar. More than anything else, I think it's fake dog chocolate. Silent. Bulldog, speak.
La la la.
Speak, not sing.
Yeah, I'm just a bit sick of fucking Bulldog, and he's ringing up fucking people, man. He's just gone. He's fucking retarded, dude. Yeah, I'm fucking sick of it, man.
What's he doing?
He just keeps ringing people up. He thinks it's fucking funny, man. Hey, listen, man, you fucking tell him from me. You too, Jim. I'm in Australia. I'm fucking telling you, and I've been right. I don't bullshit, man, and I'm right every fucking time. I can pay $50 fucking and find out exactly where John May lives, man. In fact, I don't even need to pay. I can just go do a title search on his fucking homes and find out. So tell him to fucking keep going with ringing, and I'll find out his address.
Who's he ringing?
Hey?
Who's he ringing?
Oh, he just fucking tries anything. He's trying to fucking ring my girlfriend, anything, anyone. He's fucking desperate, dude.
Ring your girlfriend? Why would he do that?
Because he's just a little cunt.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah, he's a fucking weird cunt. He's ringing up kids, harassing 16-year-old kids, man. Fucking hell. Oh, he's not a pedo. He sits there and acts like he's all fucking that. He's a fucking creep.
It's not normal.
Ask Dan. I'm going to get Dan. Dan will fucking tell you, man. Dan will fucking tell you.
That he's creepy?
Dan will tell you.
That he's creepy?
Yeah, he wants to know where all these kids fucking live on the internet. We're fucking sick of it. Not just Troy, but a whole bunch of them. Before it was he wanted to know where Damon lived. You know what I mean?
Why though?
Because he has a penchant for fucking young boys. I don't know.
Holy fuck, that's creepy. Now that is creepy, man.
Well, why the fuck does he keep fucking... Why does he want all these 16-year-old boys' fucking address? Why them? Why not fucking mine? Why not yours? Why them? You know what I mean? Why fucking them? But you know why? Because they're easy.
I have no idea why.
Yeah, and he'll say, oh no, I want to send them books and Bibles and stuff. Mm-hmm.
He never said that.
He doesn't want to send them anything, bro.
He
doesn't send them anything. Do you know what he does? He's that fucking retarded. You know what he does? He rings up Troy and goes, so how many people are fucking ringing you up about stuff? You know, for every phone call they ring Troy up, he tells me he spends 1 complete hour filling out a survey to make one, so they ring Troy up with 1 phone call for 2 seconds. And he thinks it's funny because it's harassment to Troy. Troy just shakes his head and goes, you're a fucking idiot.
What the hell is Bulldog doing?
Yet, I'm telling you, man, listen. He's fucking down, just says it too. He goes, we think that he's lost the plot.
Who, Bulldog?
Yeah, man, he's not there. This is all just a fucking thing. No one sits there for an hour and does that. An hour. And fills out, wait, you know how many forms he said he filled out? He said he's done at least half a dozen or so. So what, that's 6 hours of fucking form filling, man. So Troy gets fucking harassed for 1 phone call. They don't ring back. They just do the one and they leave him alone.
Why?
In order for them to ring him,
Yeah.
Bulldog is saying he's signing him up to survey things, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's just fucking a tripper. Hang on.
I don't get it either. I had Troy in the Hangout the other day. He came in. Firstly, he came in. He was just showing his half a bottle of Jim Beam that he was planning to drink, and then he left, and then he came back sometime later, and he'd obviously consumed a lot of that Jim Beam because his face looked totally different. He was just hammered. Fuck, it was funny. But I mean, he's a 16-year-old, and what's he hanging around with us for? And what's he got? Why is he added to our Hangouts? I don't get that. Did you listen to Secretary of State John Kerry's speech today? Anybody? I did, and I thought that actually, I agree, 100% agree with what Benjamin Netanyahu said afterwards in his response. In fact, I'm going to try and look for his response and we'll play it. We don't need to listen to the other Hangout anymore. We can actually find something of substance to talk about. Now, I should let you know that I am.
Howdy, guys!
I'm a proponent of the one-state solution. I want to let you know for future reference. I'm a Zionist.
What one-state solution?
In the Middle East for Israel.
Yeah, Israel needs to have their state, and they need to be left alone. Palestinians can go about their merry business somewhere else.
Well, the areas of Judea and Samaria are and should be part of the state of Israel.
Absolutely.
Or, in some way, you could have a Republic of Israel and have Judea and Samaria and call it the province of Palestine, let's say, and have it have a sort of a federation, much like Canada has, we'll say Ontario and Quebec.
Why?
Well, two different cultures living together in peace and security with common borders and all this kind of stuff.
Two different cultures living together, but the one culture is the one who belongs there, who God gave that land to.
No.
Let the other culture assimilate.
No, wrong.
Be assimilated or
forget
out
about
the door.
Jim, forget about God. It's got nothing to do with God. It's got to do with.
No, actually, it does have to do with God.
It's got nothing to do with God. Nothing at all to do with God. It's got to do with the strength of Israel's defense forces and the amount of land they captured when they were attacked by their enemies. That's all it's got to do with. And having said all that, it then has to do with security, secure borders, and the only borders that make sense that will be secure are if the borders run from the Jordan River to the Mediterranean Sea as the Israeli state or republic. That's it. There's no other way. No other way.
You know what? That's fine. You've got good reasoning behind what you just said. But the fact of the matter is still the fact of the matter. That land was given to the nation of Israel by God himself. Nobody else has the right to tell them, oh, well, you need to have this little bitty party here so you can have a party there. And no. That's a load of bullcrap.
The land has historically been the Jewish land. It has nothing to do with God because the Jewish religion sort of evolved just like all the other ones as sects or as cults, and it's just a cult that's remained very popular, just much like Christianity or modern Christianity is a cult. Are cults that are becoming more popular or have become popular. Maybe they're starting to die off now. Because
well, I mean, then Palestinians are a cult. And let them go find them a new place to be a cult. That's easy.
No, there's no such thing as a Palestinian.
Hey, Jim, that's fucking not nice, bro. Fucking, you gotta understand, dude.
No, that's perfectly correct.
No, it's got nothing to do with it, dude.
Completely what's going on here.
No, you don't know anything. Jim, you've never even fucking been.
Rights to that land, period.
Jim, before you go on, let me just fucking clarify something here. Me and Sydney have both lived in Israel, and you're talking shit right now, yeah? All right.
Oh, wow, that just puts me in my place, doesn't it? It still doesn't mean I'm still a beans. You know what?
It does mean you're fucking wrong.
I could have lived on the moon and tell you all kinds of neat stuff about it. Doesn't mean I know anything about it. The fact is what God said. God gave that land to the nation of Israel, and that's the end of that tune.
No, it's not the end of fucking any tune, right? That's a load of shit. The people are people, and no one gives a shit.
That's a load of shit.
It's true. It is a load of shit.
Oh,
Oh, man.
Man, you just talk shit, Jim, man. You haven't been there. You don't know anything.
But
you
I
haven't even left your fucking own state, man.
He's got a
I know stuff.
You don't.
You've been to Kentucky. That's like it.
No.
No, sir. I've been to a lot of different
I
places.
don't care what you read or he
The
tells you.
number of places I've been has nothing to do with the amount of information that I have.
Have you been baptized in the Jordan
Do you know
River?
what?
Don't need to be, but I
Yes,
like
you
to.
do.
Right?
If you
And
want
I
to be a
bet you-
Christian.
I bet you know more about what I
Sure,
I bet
no.
If you want to be a Christian, baptism in the Jordan River is the only way.
Really? Mm-hmm. Show me chapter and verse that says that there, Sydney-rific.
So it's all right for a Jew to sell land to a Palestinian, and then what? It's all right to take it back and say, oh, well, God gave us that land, is it?
That's right, it is.
No, it's not, mate. Because when someone sells
Yes,
something...
because it's called the year of Jubilee. All land is to be returned to the nation of Israel. And
No, it's not. No, it's not. No one cares, man.
Every
They're a
single
minority.
Jubilee.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you're a minority and you try and impose your will, right? That you don't get anywhere. Remember, they're still the minority.
Who has an army?
Yeah.
Who's a minority? I feel like a minority. Yeah.
Israel and the Middle East are a minority.
What?
Israel and the Middle East are a minority, is what the man just said, if I heard him correctly.
Yeah. And not just that, man. The fact that they're in Israel, they had a bunch of choices and they chose there. They were they didn't want to go there in the beginning.
What are you talking about?
The Zionist movement.
After the war, right, there was a ship.
Before the war, God gave them that land.
Let him finish. Let him tell you about after the war.
Sykes and Pico, whoever the fucking was in charge, said to him, you've got a choice. Here is Venezuela. Here is England. Here is America. Here's a few other countries. And here's Israel. Which one do you want? And they said, let's think about it, have a meeting. And they've decided, oh, we'll go to Israel, right? Palestine at the time, not even Israel. Okay? And that's all that happened.
And then the guns and the artillery opened up. Horrible.
No one's got any right to any fucking land. They just walked on. What a load of shit. Fucking excuse for killing kids, mate. And babies and shit.
You know what? It really does ring true. You encourage your country or your citizens to have as many children as possible, and the males, when they're 18, you grab them, you put them into the army or defense forces. You train them. If there happens to be a war, bang, that generation gets annihilated. It's fucked up.
Oh. To say they can go on their fucking merry way. What a pig, mate. You know what I mean? You know what? You should go on your fucking merry way because that's the Indians' land, dickhead. What are you fucking doing there? Don't say, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. Well, fuck you, man. Go and fuck off.
Good point.
You know what I mean? Get off their land. That's you're on fucking Indians' land. Wait, Yeah. But no. He'll say, no, he's a Christian. He's got more authority over a fucking Indian. Even though it's their fucking land. Even though that place wasn't even fucking around when they wrote his fucking shit religion, right? Yeah.
If you were a true American, you would adopt.
Yeah, he's a true American, right?
Yeah, he would adopt Mormonism if he was a true American, because Mormonism is a true American religion.
You tricked the Indians into selling his fucking land, right? For cheap, because they didn't know the value of money. You tricked them, right? And you're saying Palestinians should go on them. You should go on your merry way. Why don't you give your house back to the Indians?
Yes, he tricked the Indians, but let's not pretend that that's the only time in history.
Fucking land rights, man. People talk about their fucking. Oh my God. Do you know what I mean? There's so much entitlement. Oh my God!
You got the biggest gun. That owns the land. Simple.
Yeah, that's the entitlement.
No,
I got the gun.
That's the way it is.
You do what we say. That's the entitlement,
that's
right?
the way it is. Look at Syria. If they had stopped fighting today, there'd be land owned by Islamic State. There'd be land owned by the government. There'd be land owned by the rebels. Land owned by Iran, Hezbollah. I mean, it's a fucking mess. Whereas with Israel, it's one army, and they, when they fight as one country, and whatever they win or lose, they win as a country. And they happen to have won when they were attacked in 1967, and now everybody's crying boo-hoo-hoo. From 1967, or from 1948 to 1967, why was a Palestinian state not formed in the Judean Samaria when there was no Israeli opposition to it? They couldn't have stopped it. Why didn't they? Why was there no Palestinian state formed in the West Bank in the 20 or 19 years between 1948 and 1967?
Yeah, that's true.
I want someone to tell me that.
Yeah, that's fucking true.
Without giving me some fucking excuse.
Oh yeah, no.
About
Jim, that's over Jim's fucking head. What you just said.
Oh, sorry, Jim.
And Jim's got to understand, right? He has to give back his land to the fucking Indians. That's it. Why he hasn't done it is just all projection.
He might be able to just lease it from them. Pay the Indians at least some kind of a fee every month. That way the Indians' dignity can be saved to a certain degree, but never completely. Why?
Oh, he won't answer you. It's all fucking lies, man.
You know what he's doing?
He won't answer. He's probably turned you off because he doesn't. He doesn't. Man, Jim doesn't know anything like that. He's not. Even when it comes to Christians like that, that's the dumbest thing I've heard.
Well, it's not very worldly. It's true.
Oh, finally, I can get full petrol in. Hang on. All right.
You driving around? I think you are single-handedly supporting the oil and gas industry of Australia. I'd like to congratulate you for that.
Put in petrol. Fucking wrote a 2,000-year-old book, and he's an expert on everything Palestinian and Israel. And even though we live there, that's fucking hilarious. I love that. I live there, mate. That was enough for me. Once you hit over 6 months in one place, you can say you fucking live there, right? Yeah, I live there.
For sure. I was
That's
there
it.
3 years, and I really lived there.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. No. That's not how it works. Yeah. Morning, how you doing? Good, thanks. Should I get one small cappuccino, one sugar, and that, and also I have to do Bond Street Gold 20s. That's all right.
Ask for Turkish coffee.
The Turkish coffee. No lighter. It's all good. I'll just put them there. Oh, and that's right. Yeah, it's all good. Sure, be good.
So I have a cousin from Perth. Who
Yeah.
moved to Melbourne. She hates.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't like Melbourne at all. She's moving back to Perth.
She wants to move back to Perth.
She's gonna. Yeah, she doesn't like Melbourne.
Why doesn't she like it?
She never said.
Perth is a hole, man.
But
It's got nothing. There's no work there. Would she go on there for work? There isn't.
well.
Dude, I've lived there for
Not
10 years.
really.
Like, no, actually,
Number
not
one,
even.
weather. Number two, in search of.
No, the weather's worse. The weather is overhyped. It's like, it's not nice. It's like too much, yeah?
It's worse than Perth?
Oh, wait, what? No, Melbourne. Melbourne, the weather's good, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fine. All
But
right.
anyway, despite the fact that it's Perth is so hot, she's moving back. Well, she got family there. She got kids there, son, grandchildren.
Do you know what Perth is?
Excuse me?
Perth is a flat, dry dump, right? It's a type of place where grass doesn't grow. When you get your house, you have to lay grass, right? And then you have to use this stinking bore water to keep it friggin' maintained, okay? When I say stinking bore water, all the bore water in Perth has run out because they've got 3 main suppliers under Perth. One big one, 2 smaller ones. And they've been used up for the last 100 years. And now what's left is the gaseous sulfuric smell and rust stain. It's like all of Perth, everywhere, is like a rust stain on the gutters and the fencing. Yeah, it's a hole, man. And then look at fucking Bulldog. Look at Stephen Bachman. Look at all the dickheads that come.
What about him? You're lagging badly. Very badly. So, looks like he's got network issues. Maybe he was correct about Australian internet being crap. Well, I'm going to go back to listen to these other guys because Rapid Man is pretty annoying, totally annoying, but he's in there. So let's see if we can get entertained.
Irrelevant facts.
Listen, look at it from my point of view, Buffalo. Look at it from my point of view. I got someone that tried to charge a desk sergeant 500 grand an hour for his time. Telling me about shit.
Introducing red herring, red herring. That's all I've got to say, red herring.
So you think since that time you've come that far that you've surpassed me in knowledge on what I'm talking about?
Red herring.
Behave. That's what I mean. Do you think, Buffalo, since you've been doing all that crazy shit, that you've surpassed me in knowledge in some way, shape, or form? You're delusional.
But you've done it all as well. You've done it all as well. We've done.
I ain't charged. I haven't got charging 100 grand an hour. I haven't charged anyone 500 grand an hour.
You got groomed by Don. You got groomed.
I've never charged anyone 500 grand an hour for my time.
I've never charged anyone. I've only said it, and it's hardly fucking. Oh, my words what do you think? My words compel me? Is that what you think?
I'm just saying.
You
listen,
fucking idiot.
Listen, obviously you've learnt your lesson since then. But don't think you've surpassed me, mate.
Listen, that's a red herring fallacy. Don't think you're getting away with it.
It's not a red herring. It doesn't matter what.
You don't even know what a red herring is.
Yeah, okay, you're right. Okay, you're right. It's a red herring fallacy.
What is a red herring fallacy? What is a red herring? What is a red herring fallacy?
Look at it from my point of view. That's what I'm saying. I got someone that tried to charge the desk sergeant 500 grand an hour, trying to tell me about
completely distracting from the argument at hand. It's a red herring. You're introducing irrelevant facts to distract from the argument at hand.
And what's the point? What's the argument at hand? The argument, what is all right? What's the argument at hand?
I'm muting myself, better. You're just fallacious, mate. Yeah. Get someone else in here.
Yeah, run, little boy. Where's the argument at hand? Exactly. I'll dictate what the argument at hand is.
Well, what was we just arguing about? What was we arguing about? We weren't talking about the 500 grand all night, was we?
No, I'm just letting you know. Listen, since you were doing all that free man on the land shit, you haven't surpassed me in knowledge on what the fuck I'm talking about.
Yes, I have, better.
You're just learning this shit. You're just learning this shit. You're just learning shit about fallacies.
I've lapped you.
Yeah, but you've only just learned stuff about fallacies, and you're trying to tell me about them. You fucking weirdo.
I've lapped you.
Weirdo, man. You're stuck in a rut, mate. You got too much hate. You're hating and not appreciating.
You're begging.
You're hating. Don't hate, man. Don't hate a player. I'm a better player.
Beg. Don't beg. It's embarrassing. You make me cringe.
You're hating, little hater.
Well,
what it is, you've been groomed. You've been groomed by Chrissy Morris.
Better, shut up.
You've been groomed by
Chrissy Morris. Oh, here we go. Chrissy Morris. That ain't a red herring, is it?
Well, no, it ain't. You've been groomed by Chrissy Morris.
I don't even talk to Chrissy Morris.
Yeah, you're his best friend according to Facebook. Who's the better friend?
Fucking idiot.
Listen, me and you were getting on pretty sound in here, just debating some free man shit and whatnot. And then since Chrissy Morris typed that in it, you've gone proper anti-badder all of a sudden.
I've got
like you did before, but every time you go anti-badder and try and step up to me, I'll just slap you the fuck back down and put you in your little fat stumpy place. You can't win versus me, kid. Don't even try it. You and Phil can sit on here agreeing with each other and rubbing each other's dicks all you like. I'll come back on here at any given point and slap you all about effortlessly, and you know I will. And so does everyone with an ounce of integrity and intelligence listening to this knows exactly what I do. You little fucking fat little prick.
You are the god.
I'm the man. I am the man in here.
You are God. We bow down to Batman.
No.
Yes, sir.
You can laugh it up all you like. I'm telling you how it is.
Yeah, we all bow down to
Written in the
Batman.
Bible. I never read a book in my life. The only book you need to read is the Bible.
Badder is the best.
You know those fancy learning books? They're all pre-program you know.
Flattery
We're
will
only here
get
to
you
use
nowhere.
all the good stuff from the scientists. We're
You are
not
the
here
best,
to
Badder.
listen to them.
Flattery won't get you very far.
There's not another person like you. You are so good.
Yeah.
Flattery will get you nowhere.
I don't think it's
They
flattery.
gotta give their land back. It's written in the book. Even though the majority fucking don't want the shit anymore in the country.
Listen,
Jim knows
the
better.
truer things in life are often stated in jest. So I'll repeat myself. Flattery will get you nowhere. Puffing the herb. Puffing the herb. Yo, I use the ancient word for your modern day cannabis, but I call it herb. The herb.
The
Are you
herb.
confused? Are you confused? You're lost in translation. You know, you know what I mean? Yeah. Is it no longer acceptable amongst modern civilization? Fucking weird.
What are you talking about now?
I use the ancient word because what you call cannabis, I call herb, innit? The herb. Do you get lost in translation? I'm asking you a question. Do you get lost in translation?
Well, no. What you call air, I might call oxygen.